Hi, Wreck Check Atlanta. This is RJ Sweeney again, the owner of Wreck Check Atlanta, and just wanted to we get a lot of common questions, and what I want to do is just kind of go over them one by one in short videos to try to provide clarity to these questions. The first question we commonly get is, what is diminished value? So diminished value is the difference between basically a car's value prior to an accident versus a car's value after the accident. And there's multiple ways that you can determine this, but usually it requires research from retail markets, wholesale markets, and trade-in markets, and basically an over analysis of what happens in the transaction with that car. With that being said, it's the simple term in the legal, or I believe the legal definition is the difference between pre-loss value and post-loss value due to a car accident. Another common question I get asked is, how do you calculate diminished value in Georgia? And the short answer is no, there is no methodology or formula accepted in Georgia. It really boils down to the credibility of the expert that you have that's building your report. Insurance companies will want to use a formula to settle it, which is not recommended by insurance commissioners in Georgia, but insurance companies will try to tell you that this is the only way to get diminished values through this formula. Another question I get commonly asked is, can I file diminished value through my own insurance company? And the answer is yes, if you're located in the state of Georgia and you do have a Georgia insurance policy. Another possibility for filing a diminished value claim through your own insurance company is if you get hit by an uninsured motorist. If it's hit and run, you can usually file it through your own insurance policy in other states. Not every state is like this, but it is available to you in certain states. Another common question I get asked is, what is the appraisal clause? So the appraisal clause is a hidden portion of your insurance policy that's available on all full coverage insurance policies that states that if you are in disagreement with the cost of the repairs, the value of your vehicle, the diminished value, that you have the right to invoke this appraisal clause in order to hire an individual, an appraiser, to negotiate the claim out on your behalf. It would also require the insurance company to hire an appraiser to negotiate it out on their behalf. And if those two appraisers can't come to an agreement, then an umpire would be brought in to render a binding decision, which is agreed upon by both appraisers have to agree upon the umpire. Another common diminished value question we have is, can I negotiate diminished value? The answer is yes, you can negotiate it. The proper way to negotiate diminished value is through the appraisal clause in your insurance policy. There are certain insurance companies that don't allow you to do this. However, such as auto owners, Safeco, and State Farm are the ones that don't allow you to negotiate through the appraisal clause in their insurance policy regarding diminished value. So with the appraisal clause, what it is you would hire an appraiser, we would advocate on your behalf, and then the insurance company would hire an appraiser. We'd come up with an agreement, and if we can't, then we would bring in a third-party umpire to render a binding decision. That's one of the expertises we provide to make sure that you get taken and you get compensated properly for your claim. Another question I commonly get asked is, can I sue for diminished value? And the answer is always going to be yes, you can. What we do is we create a custom strategy for you to see if it's worth it and kind of go over the pros and cons with you so you know what you're up against. If a lawsuit is needed, we have an attorney that specializes in diminished value claims that we would recommend that you go to for legal advice directly. Another common question I get asked is, can I collect diminished value on a vehicle that's been in more than one accident? And the answer is yes, you can. Each accident is owed diminished value. Another common question I get asked on a regular basis is, can I get diminished value on a salvage-titled vehicle? The short answer is every accident is owed additional diminished value. However, when you have a salvage-titled vehicle, it kind of puts it in a whole separate category, which makes it incredibly difficult to get diminished value back. If you were to contact us about one of these, we would probably recommend asking the insurance company for it and just taking whatever they can give you for it. Another common question I get asked is, can I get diminished value on an older car? The short answer is yes. The insurance companies like to use things like age, mileage, and other random factors to try to say that you're not owed diminished value, but all of which are lies. What ultimately matters is the overall value of your vehicle. I've been able to get somebody that had a 15-year-old vehicle with over 250,000 miles diminished value before. So mileage is just a myth at the end of the day, and so is age. Another common question I get asked is, do I only do diminished value appraisals in Georgia? And no, I don't. I actually do them all over the country. I'm specifically licensed in North Carolina, South Carolina, and a couple other states. And it just depends on your state laws and rules, but I should be able to help you. We can at least have a free consultation to discuss your claim. Another common question that I get is, why hire Wreck Check Atlanta? And the most important reason is that we have a customer-focused model that focuses on helping you throughout the process to help you get to what you're rightfully owed. Another reason is I'm an expert, diminished value expert. I got 20 years of experience, 28 years of experience, sorry. And I've testified in court over 400 times on the issue as an expert, and I've done well over 10,000 diminished value appraisals over my career.